So good evening everybody and welcome back to FTRL. After our 1 week hiatus from the mid-season break, the racing action resumes tonight as it did last night with GT3. GT2 is back in action tonight as their quest for the season 24 title resumes here at the Deep Forest Raceway then. So one of the Gran Turismo original circuits, an OG circuit, playing host to week 6 of season 24 of GT2. It's a standard week then for GT2. We've got a Porsche race up first, followed by the Super Formula. Sure, Leno. Nobody cares about you. Just, sure, I hope you crash. In fact, I'm going to make it my mission to jinx you tonight for that. Tangent out. Grumpy old man now, so that's fine. Yes, that's right. As Leno has just pointed out, asking how old I am. It was my birthday on Monday, and I am now 39. Thank you. Yes, here we are then at Deep Forest Raceway then, a slightly remastered version of a circuit that was on the original Gran Turismo. Returned for GT7 after being left off of GT Sport. And yeah, some great racing action here across the two different formats. And qualifying for the Porsche race is about to get underway then. So while we're racing for that, let's get a deep dive into the standings and look how things square up coming into week 6 and the second half of the season. So, the cars starting to make their way out. So the last round, week 5, was the mid-season special event, which was the F1500Ts. It was just team points, so no changes to the individual driver standings. But let's look how they look coming into this week then. Porsche-wise, Blue Flag still leads the way on 35 points, with one victory to his name. He's 4 points ahead of Homer. With Lennon a point further back on 30. Then Panda just another point further back, then on 29 in 4th. Switchback is 5th with 27. Joker is in P6 on 25. Then we've got Unsafe Release on 23, having won the Monza round, of course. Jonesy on 19 points, having been victorious at Spa. Biggles tied with him on 19 points in 9th. Dusty Fossil on 18 points in 10th, tied with Royston, who is 11th. Jordan on 16 points in 12th. Glynn in 13th, also on 16 points. And Nobby Norris on 5 points in 14th. That's how the Porsche stand. The grid for this one will be done by the 5-minute qualifying. First one, so we'll go on board with him. Super Formula standings coming this week. Homer leading the way after a couple of dominant performances from him. Another victory last time out. He leads the way on 106 points, then well clear of Lennon on 86 points, who's tied with Switchback, who is in 3rd. Biggles in 4th on 80, tied with Panda. And we've got Blue Flag Unsafe, Dusty Fossil, Royston, Jonesy, Glynn, Jordan, Joker, and Nobby. And the rest of it. We're going to go board there with Lennon for a lap then of Deep Forest. So here we go, the down start finish straight. Over the crest then, into the braking zone for turn 1, the downhill hairpin. This will be probably one of the best overtaking opportunities on the track. Lennon's giving the early part of the apex a bit of a wide berth, but does make a late apex there. Now starts climbing up the hill. Over another blind crest. Into this very tricky cambered, banked S section. Very soft sports tyre, struggling to get the grip down. And throw it in to the right-hander. We go under the bridge, right up against the wall there, scrabbling for grip. And second gear, hold onto the wall on the inside there before getting the power down through the second tunnel. Speed starts to build. Blind crest ahead of us once again. The circuit drops away. Look for an apex there as you come over the crest and then out to the right-hand side. Down a second gear, aim for the curb, and now start to climb. Speed starts to build. So run up the hill. The tunnel section, right up against the wall on the left hand side there, scraping the paint off. Through the tunnel then. Now this is probably the other good overtaking opportunity then into the hairpin that ends the lap. Of course, slightly remodelled for this game. So a little bit deep there, but there's plenty of rudder from the outside they can use to get the car turned. Of course, on the original again, there was 2 fast sweeping left-handers. It's now a hairpin, which then drops down the hill. Tight over to the left hand side then, right there to open the apex or open the angle up for the final corner, which brings us back onto the start finish straight. And it is a 1:37.3 then now. And notice there's the glitch then, the time wasn't coming up. Something else was broken there. And the fastest after the first runs, then just ahead of Panda. 66 thousandths then behind him second. Biggles in third after the first run, ahead of Unsafe Release. It was Blue Flag and Dusty Fossil to the top of the pile. Meanwhile, Dusty Fossil has been practicing hard, enjoying the deep forest undulations, and he's put himself onto provisional pole after that first run, ahead of Lennon, Panda, then Biggles, Blue Flag, Unsafe, Joker in 7th, Glyn in 8th, Switchback is 9th, Homer in 10th, Royston is 11th, Odon in 12th, Jordan is 13th, Robin Norris in 14th after the first runs. Should have time then for one more lap. And getting on then, might just get another lap in here. The guys at the front there, and he is quarter of a second up on the best time then, so Lennon has found some time in his second lap. A tidy run then through the first two sectors. Apex is a little bit better that time. Nice run off the corner. So it's dropped down the hill. He maintained that advantage he had in the end of sector 2 and the final corner to the line, and he takes provisional pole and lost a little bit of time. 37 flat left from him, but Unsafe Release with a 36.9 then goes on to provisional pole. And he has finished then, so Unsafe. Biggles gone P2, 37th shy, so Lennon has got another run, has his Joker. Panda stays 4th. Did improve. Dusty Fossil having been fastest after the first run, then didn't improve in his second run. He's 5th. Jordan to 6th there with his second run. Likes this circuit, so he's going well. Blue Flag is 7th. And there we go then. In fact, no, they didn't get their run in then, so that's it then. And it is Unsafe Release then on pole position then from Biggles. Lennon and Panda will share row 2 with Dusty Fossil and Jordan together on the 3rd row. Blue Flag and Joker share row 4. And Glyn and Homer on row 5. Switchback and Royston row 6, and Odon and Nobby. I don't know what's happened there then, unless they haven't put in the end time. They haven't extended the time once the timer runs out. Maybe they didn't pull that far enough away. That's all I can think of what's happened there. I thought he got around for another lap there, so I'm not sure what's happened there. Stewards. And then Nobby, Odon filling in tonight for Josie, by the way, who's in Italy sullying it with a Stoke shirt. Disgusting behaviour from him. Well, that then will make your grid, then half a second covers your top 7. It's looking mighty close. Well, yeah, it serves you right for your bitching before then, so screw you. The grid then is ready. Unsafe and Biggles on the front row, Lennon and Panda behind them, Dusty Fossil and Jordan, Blue Flag and Joker. We've got 3, 4 and 5 red lights, and the 9-lap sprint race is go. Fairly equal start from everybody. Good start there by that Blue Flag. Looks like he's made a decent start. Trying to get alongside Dusty Fossil as they run down towards turn 1. Biggles looking for the inside on Unsafe Release, who squeezes him over, but then goes deep. Sliding around the turn 1, Biggles is side by side with Lennon. Panda tucked in behind them. And then Blue Flag's up to 5th. He's had a really good start. Then Jordan in 6th. Dusty Fossil down 2. Blue Flag's up 2. Heading to the S's for the first time. Dusty Fossil fights back against Jordan, then back into 6th place. Then you've got Joker, Glyn, Switchback, Homer down in 11th. Royston 12th, Nobby and Odon. But Unsafe has got the jump in the Spezzy car, which interestingly Sean brought one to Spa with him. He flew into Cologne and picked one up on the way through, so I have seen it in the flesh. Meanwhile, Lennon has got up to P2 then through that first series of corners and sets out chasing after his rival. So now Panda is all over the back of Biggles as they head up the hill through the tunnel for the first time. Safe lead is 4/10 of a second, but Lennon in the draft. Biggles is having to go defensive. Meanwhile, from Panda, just pops out there side by side. Biggles defending the inside. Panda going the long way around. They are side by side. They head down to the breakers over the first time as everybody gets stopped okay. Jordan's coming in hot in the background. And he gets a stop there. Joker trying to attack them both. Sim Demon cars on the attack, but Jordan's got a good run there, but the Sim Demon cars are slipstreaming. Biggles then has held on. Meanwhile, but Panda is again in the slipstream. Meanwhile, Lennon in the slipstream of Unsafe Release. Unsafe is going defensive then. Lennon's trying to look for the inside. Panda's got the inside of Biggles. Unsafe has shut the door on Lennon. He'll have to go the long way around then into the break. He said, oh, he's going very high. He's going deep. He's off. And Unsafe is deep. Panda got through on Biggles, but Lennon went in far too hot into turn one and has run off and hit the wall. Last of the late breakers, and Lennon is in the pack. He's in 7th, so he's recovered reasonably well. There's lots of bumping and boring in the pack here as everybody tripping over each other. And Joker switched back up to 9th. Glyn in 10th. Homer still in 11th. What the hell? I told him I jinxed him. And I did it. There we go. So that's given Unsafe a 6/10 of a second lead then over Panda now, who gives chase. And he's looked racy so far, having got past Biggles. He managed to get it stopped for turn 1, however. And now he's trying to chase down Unsafe Release there. Well, Unsafe has had a good... I think the brakes did work, but the tyres maybe didn't have the retardation that he was hoping for. Racing tyres might have got him stopped there. Unfortunately, these sports softs not quite as grippy in the braking zone there. Biggles meanwhile trying to fight back against Panda. He's down the inside then in the braking zone for the hairpin. And the season coming gives him just enough room, but hangs on to the position then, and Unsafe's had a really poor exit there, and Panda is suddenly all over him. Yeah, I think Lennon pressed the clutch down rather than the brakes at turn 1. And then here we go again then, Unsafe now fighting off Panda. Half-second penalty meal for Blue Flag in 4th. Fastest lap of the race for Panda, then he's got the inside. And on the brakes in. So on these two are teammates in the Super Formulas later on. Unsafe trying to go for a switchback. A little bit of rubbing. Meanwhile, Blue Flag's got Biggles. And Panda takes the lead of the race. A little bit of contact there. Blue Flag now closing in, bringing Biggles with him as well. Jordan's going well in 5th, likes his circuit. Justy Foster there in 6th. And in 7th, then Joker. Homer up to 9th now with Glyn, then switchback. So Homer and switchback have changed places. And Royston in 12th. Nobby Norris in 13th. Odon in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles car in 14th there, but still with the pack. Blue Flag is going to have to serve his half-second penalty then, which will see him drop behind Biggles and maybe even Jordan and Dusty Foster as well. The front 6 have got a little bit of a gap. There's 1.4 seconds between Dusty Foster in 6th and the recovering Lennon, who is now broken clear of Joker. But the holders of Blue Flag about to serve his penalty then. Biggles is going to go through here, so just going to lose the 1 place by the look of it. That's not bad going. The Dusty Foster coming in hot on the outside then. Jordan going defensive. Ooh, sliding around the corner. Lennon meanwhile is bridging that gap. Gap's now down to 9/10 of a second. He's taken half a second out of these cars ahead of him. In the middle part of the lap, then Panda leads by 4/10 of a second, but here comes Unsafe. Gap is now a second then because Blue Flag has got back ahead of Biggles, despite serving that penalty. Jordan and Dusty Foster side by side, meanwhile in the battle for 5th. In the background, Homer making a move on Joker as well. Jordan defending the inside. And just wants to go all the way around the outside. He's going to try and hang on. And he's got it done, but suddenly they find a very slow Biggles in the middle of the circuit. They go 3 wide into the S's. That's not going to work. Ooh, wow. And Biggles is in the wall. Johnson to the back of him. Contact with Dusty Foster. Oh, Lennon gets to the back of him as well. There's contact all over the... Biggles is off again. He's got dirty tyres. Oh, Dusty Foster puts him in the wall. And Homer's at the inside as well. Joker's involved as well now. Biggles is just hemorrhaging places left, right and centre. Glyn's going to go through as well. They're now side by side. Oh, it's all going on for Biggles. He's running in 3rd, challenging for the lead. He's still got dirty tyres. He's sliding all over. He's down to 10th and now switch back up the inside. And he goes down to Pete. Oh, switch back kisses the wall on the inside and I'll go half a round. Well, that's put the cat amongst the pigeons up front. Meanwhile, it's Panda and Unsafe, and now they are 2.4 seconds clear. However, Panda is 1.3 seconds clear, then so Panda has checked out. It's all kicking up in the background, and Lennon's come through back to 4th. As he goes down the inside of Jordan into the hairpin. However, Jordan all over the back of him. Homer now finds himself in 6th. then Dusty Fossil, then Joker, Glyn, Biggles, he's just shuffled himself backwards. Absolutely. And Royston, there's Nobby, switched back down to 13th then. And lost it on the traction, trying to get up the hill. Dropped it back towards Odon. Yeah, all front, Panda then leading the way comfortably so. 1.3 seconds is the lead over Unsafe. Blue flag 1.9 seconds further back. And then Lennon's another 2 seconds back, and this is where the pack is. It's got Jordan and Homer in close attendance to the two Sim Demon boys. Glyn trying to go on the outside there. Got Joker into the S's, he's got it done. Good move from Glyn there, Joker fights back. Not able to get through there, good move from Glyn. Oh, big twitch there, Joker I think hit the wall. Big trying to get up the inside. Yeah, leaning on each other. Leading her on. Joker holds him off for now. But Biggles is trying to find a way back through, and Royston's buying into this one as well in the Jaffa Cakes car. Half second, or 1.5 second penalty for Nobby. Norris there, quite how he's got that, I do not know. Yeah, God is saying that Panda looked even quicker in Super Form, as he does indeed. He's looking like a very quick boy to this week. He's warming himself up nicely so far then. Breaks then for the hairpin. A little bit wide there, very wide there in fact. However, Unsafe has taken about 3/10 there off the corner, so you can see that hairpin is going to be a key point. They're getting that right. Because he's just lost 3/10 of a second to Unsafe release. However, he's still got 1.2 in hand, so it's okay. Blue flag in a bit of no man's land in third, 2 seconds off the back of Unsafe, 2.5 ahead of Lennon. He's still bringing this train there as Homer having to fight off Dusty Fossil. He's now in the slipstream. And Sid Demon car on the attack, the other on the defence. In the background, you've got Joker defending from Glyn, who's on the outside. Biggles is there as well. Dusty Fossil again trying this outside line at turn 1, trying to keep the momentum up. Homer's though just going to show him to the outside. And Joker has held off Glyn as well in the battle for P8. Little 4-car squabble there. 2 4-car squabbles, and we've still got Lennon, Jordan, Homer and Dusty Fossil. And then Joker, Glyn, Biggles and Royston. We've got Switchback and Odon together. Robin Norris having served his penalty back to P14 up front. Well, still leads 1.1 seconds. Unsafe is just chipping away ever so slightly. Up the hill as well, so the gap's down to a second. Unsafe is just edging back up onto his Super Formula teammate ever so slightly then. Goes 7 thousandths faster than his current best, 36.9. Lennon with the fastest lap of 36.8. Looks like making no impression on 2 ahead, and Lennon making no impression on him. He is keeping Jordan Homer at arm's length. Just drop back a little bit, then Biggles thinks about a move on Glyn into the braking zone. Not close enough. He's going to come back at his teammate, in fact, here. But he's got Glyn very much in the slipstream then. The gap up front then, so yeah, Unsafe is now under a second for the lead. Jordan in the slipstream with Lennon, but I don't think he's close enough. It's the Glyn Joker battle that's the big one at the minute for 8th place. Glyn down the inside this time. Is he going to get it stopped? He does. Joker's going to try to hang on around the outside, but Glyn's got the move done. Good move from Glyn. Up to P8 he goes. Biggles' misery continues. He's got himself a half second penalty, but he is side by side from Joker. Oh, he's on the grass. He's all gone wrong for Biggles again. It's difficult to go side by side. These cars just don't have the grip on those sports soft tyres. Oh, we've got 1.5 second penalty now as well. An extra second. We're running wide there into the double right-hander. Biggles' race going from bad to worse. Glyn now on the attack though of the other Sim Demon car as Royston up the inside of Biggles, compound the misery before he even serves his penalty. Jordan has caught Lennon. What? Up front, well the gap's gone back out again, and so Panda's had a better start to this lap. Gap was under a second when they crossed the line. It's now back up to 1.3. Meanwhile for P4, Jordan's ran the outside. He's out the Astro, and they're defending the inside well. However, Jordan will tuck back into the slipstream again. Go for another run then down towards 2, and he needs to time the run here. So we're through the final corner. So now, here we go then. Slingshots off the corner. Leonard immediately goes to the inside to defend. We have seen this one work. Now, side by side as they hit the braking zone. John's got a little bit hot, but gets it stopped, gets it turned. Now, can he get the momentum off the corner? Is Leonard just going to shut the door on his face? He does. A good effort there from Jordan, but Lennon defending superbly. Into the S as we go, and then there's this double right-hander. They kick up the dirt on the inside. Homer just waiting to pick up the pieces there as well. Still very much in this battle, but the top three are gone. Battling now, it's now 3 seconds between Blue Flag and Lennon. However, Blue Flag has taken half a second out of unsafe release finally. But he has woken up again. He's running out of lap time. That gap in unsafe had a really poor middle section. I think both front guys have had a poor section because the gap between Panda and unsafe has remained the same, but Blue Flag has taken 7/10 out of the gap between himself and unsafe. Blue Flag, they're doing purple, in fact, in sector 2. Jordan now with the fastest lap, meanwhile. And he's on the attack again. Ooh, Homer's caught the grass. Homer's having an accident to the wall. He might get away with it, but he's out of the battle for fourth. He got on the grass edge. The break is that Jordan's also just caught the grass there. He's side by side with Lennon. In fact, he's ahead as they come into the final corner. He's going to drive back in the slipstream. He is. Lennon then has held on the inside. We start the final lap of the race. Jordan to the outside. Late on the brakes as you dare. And Lennon once again defending well. Jordan is all over him. He's pushing you up the hill. We'll battle this then. Panda has, lead has come down. It's 0.8 of a second again. Blue Flag's charge has been halted as unsafe has got the magnets on. Can he get there? Nowhere through at the minute. Homer then surviving that moment. In fact, he's coming back at the two ahead of him again. Pushing leads to Fossil, still with Glynn. Joker meanwhile has re-engaged as well. These three nose to tail. Royston then in a bit of a lonely P10. Biggles his race. He's in front of P. Mikey Odom. He was up to 12th now. He had a switchback. Nobby not quite recovering from that penalty. Half-second penalty for the race leader. On the final lap, is that going to give Unsafe the opportunity here? Unsafe is closing in as they get to the break. He's over for the hairpin for the final time. Panda has to go defensive, but he has held the position. But Unsafe is right there. He's over the curve. That's going to compromise his exit. Unsafe slides the rear. Lennon's not under attack. Here we go then for the win. Panda has to defend the inside here. Has to send him the long way around. That's his only hope. Oh, lift off and forces the bump drive. Unsafe gets to the inside. It's a drag race to the line. And Panda holds on. Wow. Looks like a third. Lennon just holds off as well. Lennon 57 thousandths ahead of Jordan. Homer gets P6. Dusty Fossil 7. Joker has got Glynn on the final lap, then back for P8. It's 10th for Royston, 11th for Biggles. Oh, side by side again. Odon holds off by 5 thousandths of a second from Switchback. He gets 13th, and Nobby Norris crosses the line in 14th. Wow, what a spectacular finish there. Several places almost changing hands on the line. Oh, I forgot to break a turn one. Oh, you don't say, Lennon. You don't say. Well, there we go. Panda held on by 54 thousandths of a second. That's how close it was for the win. Having got the half-second penalty, gave Unsafe the opportunity, caught that curb on the inside as well. That gave Unsafe the slingshot down the hill, but he just wasn't able to get ahead on the run to the line there. So Panda then picks up the victory in that one from Unsafe. Blue Flag comes home in P3. Lennon also just holding off Jordan there again. What's that? 44 thousandths is that? Between Lennon and Jordan. And Homer, Dusty Fossil in 7th. Joker ends up pipping Glynn on the final lap then, and Royston in P10. Biggles gets P11, then Odon, who held off Switchback by 5 thousandths of a second as well. And Nobby Norris there bringing up the rear. But solid job from everybody. What a race that was then. That'll whet the appetite. And James there saying he was coaching Jordan through that race. And defended perfectly, did indeed there. Placed his car exactly the right place. Defended the inside there, making him go the long way around there. Just wasn't able to fashion an opening. Despite a couple of valiant attempts there, but what a race that was then, and hopefully that's going to lead to another spectacular race here in the Super Formula cars. So, of course, for this one, we've got 36 laps ahead of us then, of course, with the medium and hard tyres only available, and only one set of medium tyres available as well. So you've got to make the most of them while you can. So we need to factor in, of course, there will be looking like either a 2 or a 3 stop race, depending on what strategies play out. 2 stop is doable, but it's a big fuel save to get to the number. However, the time saved, depending on how much fuel you can save, might be worthwhile. But those who are going to be pushing, lap time wise, we might see something in the 12s possibly on the medium tyres. Expect some low 13s, maybe even some 12s. Looking at maybe 14s, 15s on the hards. So we shall see how this plays out. Then 5-minute break before we get going. So after the midweek break was what we were doing last week. Well, a number of us were at Spa last week. We went to watch the World Endurance Championship. We got to see Spa-Francorchamps in the flesh, and what a circuit it is. You see it on TV, you know it's an imposing circuit, and there's a reason that I think so many drivers globally rate it as probably one of, if not the best circuit on the planet. And yeah, it's something to behold, definitely. I think it's worth a trip if you ever get the chance to. Undulates much like this one. Then I don't think you don't really get the full sense of how much undulation there is at Spa from the cameras, because one thing that surprised me was that from the TV cameras, when you see people come over Radion, that from there all the way up to Lake Coombe looks flat. However, when you come over Radion, you're still climbing. There's quite a big climb between the top of Radion and the corner that brings you onto the Kemmel Straight. A significant climb as well, and then the Kemmel Straight is all uphill as well, all the way to Lake Coombe is the highest point in the circuit. Yeah, some brilliant racing this week in the World Endurance Championship, and hopefully our GT2 drivers will provide us with equally good entertainment tonight then. Oh, the shit shirt, of course. Yes, we did a shit shirt night. So everybody drew at random somebody else's name from the group with the idea of buying them a terrible shirt or t-shirt to wear. The best ones, well, I think the one that Graham got might be the best one. Courtesy of Mr. James Fairder, who bought him a t-shirt, or bought him a shirt full of Mikey's face. Just Mikey hates his face. It's covered in that. Although the one that Brendan got was also spectacular. Tom, I hate you for mine. You cunt. I will bully you, and we know what happens if we get bullied. And Rom, I hope you're enjoying watching the stream in between listening to Britain's Biz. Yes, we should definitely post. If you've got a shit shirt, please post a picture in the Discord to show everybody what you got. I'm pretty sure Aaron's got a photo, so please put them in there and show the world what horrible people we are to each other. Tom, you never wore your dress either. I think you should wear it tomorrow for the race. So then a quick reminder then of the teams then as they stand. And of course, Homer, of course, is the championship leader in Super Formula. He is in the Ridgeline Racing car. Jordan is part of Levi Roots Racing. My team, all the boys. Royston is the second of the Ridgeline cars, going well in third at the moment. Panda then is part of the team Milkamongs. His team is Unsafe Release. So we have just done battle over the Porsches. Then are teaming up in the Super Formula. We've got Dusty Fossil, Sim Demon. Of course, he teamed up with Joker. We've got Switchback in the second of the Levi Roots cars. We've got Biggles in the Pac-Man car. teaming up with Glyn. And we've got blue flag in the Penske car, who tonight is teaming up with Odon. Who's filling in for Jonesy, the aforementioned Jonesy, of course, soiling Rome with a Stoke City football shirt. Disgusting. And beige shorts. Disgusting behaviour. It's a city of culture, architecture, legendary history. And he takes a Stoke City football shirt and sullies the memory of everything that's gone on in that beautiful city. It's terrible. Terrible behaviour. Yes, please do. For those who went, please do pop the shirts in the Discord and let everybody see. Looks like we are about to get underway shortly. Of course, the grid for this race will be determined by the result of the Porsche race, and so Panda and Unsafe Release, and we'll go 1-2 on the front row of the grid. 2-minute warning. True. I mean, to be fair, that shirt's probably an improvement on Stoke City. To be fair, it's quite surprising that he took a shit shirt to row with him without, somebody buying it for him, to be honest. So, there we go. He just wanted to join in, clearly. Of course, representing the Jers. Yeah. To be fair, at least Rangers and Roma might play each other. There could be a bit of rivalry there. They're probably looking at Stokes. Probably all the Italians there looking at Stoke City shirt and like, who or what is that? So he'll be fine because nobody will know who they are. So Homer looking quick here now. Jordan has said already he quite likes the circuit, so hopefully we're going to see a strong run from Jordan. He's shown flashes of pace this season. He hasn't been able to get a result reflective of his pace, but we know he's a quick boy. Of course, a former GT3 champion. Yes, I'm sure they're big on Nick Pope in Rome. So we're about to get underway then. 36 laps ahead of us then. Strategy options are plenty in this one then. Fuel is probably going to be the determining factor on your strategies tonight, so interested to see what people do. Is it the 2? Is it the 3 stopper? And how are they going to play it out? And so we are about to get underway. Unsafe and Panda on row 1. Blue Flag and Lennon on row 2. Jordan and Homer row 3. Dusty Fossil and Joker row 4. Glyn and Royston row 5. Biggles and Odon on row 6. Switchback and Nobby Norris together on row 7. The red lights are on. We've got 3, 4 and 5 red lights. And away we go. It's a poor start from Blue Flag there. Good start from one of the Pac-Man cars. I think it was Biggles. So they fan out then towards turn 1. Unsafe down the inside of his teammate. Lennon trying to buy into the bit. He's ahead of Blue Flag. He's had a good start then. Jordan's up ahead of Homer as well. As they sweep into the S's and round the outside of Panda goes Lennon. Lennon on the attack early doors. Great move. Let's have a look at the tyre situation then as we flick through. Unsafe's a little bit wide there. So Unsafe on the hard tyres. Lennon on the hard tyres. Panda on the hard tyres. The hard tyres for Blue Flag as well, and Jordan. Joker on the hard tyres as well. He's had a good start. He's up to 6th. Homer down to 7th on the hard tyres. 8th is Glyn, hard tyres as well. Dusty Fossil also on the hards, as is Royston, as is Biggles, Nobby Norris, Odon, and Switchbacks. Everyone Switchbacks had a drama already. Everybody on the hard tyres to start this race then, and Unsafe has got into the lead. Come to the hairpin then to complete lap 1. Flying around. These cars are so quick around here. Then deep is Blue Flag. Jordan going the long way around as well. Unsafe on the overtake then trying to extend that lead as they head down the start finish straight. Looks like he's pushing. He's going to build a lead then. He's got clear air. That's what he needs. And then here comes Homer back at Jordan down the start finish straight. He's got the inside line. The brakes so late in these cars. Got his indicator on. I don't think he realises because these cars don't have indicators, so he'll never know. And he retakes P5 then. Oh, so 5th goes Homer. Now he gets Jordan back down to P6. They flash through then through the tunnels there. Bit of a twitch there from Joker. Going well so far in P7. Just behind him in P8. Royston's 9th. And Biggles, Melvin Norris going well in P11. Glynn's in 12th. It was Glynn then with the good start. He's the red flashes from the cars. It was him that popped out early on. Evans had some drama. He's down to 13th. Switchback recovering. Of course, Switchback was in really good form in these cars prior to the mid-season break. Not a fan of this circuit. Then further back, we've got Homer and Blue Flag. Homer around the outside of Blue Flag into the hairpin. Looks like we'll defend the position now, but Homer's going to have the momentum off the corner. He's already drawing alongside, actually, as they come up. He's had a really good launch off the corner. Then down the inside he goes into the final corner. And through he goes. So Homer then on a charge. He's up to 4th already. Blue Flag, however, will dip into the slipstream. Further back, it's side by side between the Sim Demon cars. Just also getting ahead of his team, but then in the braking zone for turn 1. And then holding on then, so Unsafe still leads the way. 1.1 seconds from Lennon. From 4th, then had a really good start. Giving himself an option. Panda hanging on to him resolutely though. And now up to 4th, of course, the Super Formula Championship leader in GT2. And comfortably so after a couple of great wins. Some tyres from somewhere. Oh, switch back in the wall. He's having a torrid time. He doesn't enjoy the circuit. I think that's showing already. Lennon has got his lead up to 1.6 seconds, and he's having a really good start to this one then. And Lennon is under attack. Meanwhile, he's had a poor hairpin, and Panda is all over him. Here we go then, drag race. Panda on the overtake. Lennon is not. Panda gets ahead. Is he going to be ahead in the braking zone though? Can Lennon fight back? No, he can't. Panda shuts the door. Ooh, Lennon caught the dirt there, I think. Like a big old twitch, and Homer is now right there as well. So these cars are able to follow fairly closely through this middle sector, which is good to see because these cars are very susceptible to dirty air. It's really hard to follow closely. The high-speed corners there, but this section is quite fairly low speed in comparison to some circuits, so a bit easier to be close to each other. It is now a Milker 1-2. In front, 1.4 seconds lead, them Unsafe over his teammate. Get back down to 3rd, then Homer comes in 4th. Blue Flag in 5th. A little bit of no man's land then. He's now ahead of Joker. What's happened to Jordan? He's slopped back, then Royston now also buying into this. Jordan's down to 9th. He's had a drama somewhere in there. Biggles now closing in as well. Ooh, Royston there up the inside. He's past Joker and Dusty Fossil, and into P6 goes Royston then. So both Ridgeline's cars on the charge, and Homer meanwhile has dispossessed Lennon of P3. Lennon, however, drops into the slipstream. Is he going to come back at him in the braking zone? Ooh, Homer comes in very hot there, nearly into the back of Panda. Lennon gives him a bump as well. Everybody survives though. Blue Flag trying to close back in again. And they've got another train of cars here. Royston, Joker, Dusty Fossil, Jordan, and Glynn. Oh, sorry, Biggles. Nobby still going well in P11. And it's Glynn in 12th. And on 13th. Switch back. Trying to get back on terms. Safe then, leading the way. 1.5 seconds. Fairly evenly matched, so he's not getting away. He's got a comfortable lead, but he's still very much there. Then up the hill, meanwhile, Lennon in the slipstream of Homer. That's the fastest lap of the race, 14.6. Actually, 2 back-to-back. So Homer is pushing on. He is very much. No, Derek, it's going to be the fuel that dictates the pit stops tonight. The tyres are absolutely fine, mediums and hards. Will last a stint and then some. Even the mediums, so fuel very much the factor tonight to manage. And let's have a look at the fuel position of everybody. Unsafe on half a tank after lap 5. Sorry, on lap 6 then Panda got a little bit more. Homer a little bit more, Lennon. Yeah, those three all sort of more the same. Blue Flag's got a little bit more than the guys ahead of him. Royston just over half as well. Dusty Fossil on Britain's bang on half, as is Joker. Biggles doing well on fuel. He's one of the strongest at the minute. Jordan also going well on fuel. He has just slipped back a little bit to P10. Nobby knows, also going well in fuel, still running well in P11. Good job from Nobby. He's bang on half a tank as Odon. Switchback has had another drama. Unfortunately, he is struggling this week. Then unsafe. Purple in sector 2. I don't know about double stinting them. You can go longer, but I don't think, say, if you're looking at sort of 10-11 laps on the fuel, I don't think medium tyres would do 20 to 22 laps. Might do, but they'd be very, very second-hand at the end, and I don't know if it's beneficial or not, but we shall see. Still a little way to go before the pit window. Unsafe lead is down under a second. Panda has had a good lap there. In fact, Panda has just almost matched the fastest lap there. Unsafe did a 14.8. Panda did a 14.6. 14 from home. He's been super consistent since he's fought back then. Lennon in the 15s there, he's just lacking a couple of tenths there, Lennon. But he's in dirty air, so maybe forgive him. Getting quicker then, just hit his personal best last time around. Blue flag trying to get back on terms with their front four, but in a bit of no man's land at the moment. Royston then, having got past this group, is starting to check out then. Doing a really good job. Let's pack this group all together still. Jordan, Biggles, Joker, Dusty Fossil. Royston just leading the pack. Just leaving the pack a little bit. Still going around the second Ferrari. Then just in the back. Ooh, bit of a wobble there. Straightened up. Giving chase. Zach there. Dramas then. Lead is down to half a second for the lead then. The Panda has got the magnets on big time. And he's bringing Homer with him. Lennon just dropping away ever so slightly. Safe there. 15.1. A minute. Homer is probably the quickest man on track. But just at a 14.3. Homer is absolutely flying. As the fuel comes off, the lap times will improve. And he is showing that 14.3 then. He's very, very quick. Look at the boost position then. So Unsafe has more than 3/4 of his overtake left to use. Panda even more so. Barely touched his yet. Homer, meanwhile, is down to half. So Homer has pushed the button quite a lot in this first sector, probably just trying to get back into touch with the leaders. Now he's there, he might be managing it a little bit more. Lennon has also used about a quarter, and he's having to use a bit now. Then he's trying to stay in touch with those front three because they are just pulling away ever so slightly at this point of the race. Blue flag in lonely 5th at the minute. Still got most of his left. Royston over 3/4 of his left. Fossil just under 3/4. Joker just over. Biggles is about 2/3. Jordan with a penalty. Scott again most of his left as well. On the brakes there. Half second penalty which he'll serve next time around. Nobby hasn't even touched his yet. Losing his. Oh, there's something going on at the front. It's Homer down the inside of Panda into turn 1. That's what it was. Homer up to second then. He is just methodically picking his way forward then. Went backwards off the start down to 6th, 7th place. But has then just chipped away. And now finds himself in P2 and just 0.5 of a second off these. A second covers the front three. Super close then. Safe and Panda were really evenly matched in practice last night. Showing that again. Safe. Personal best last time was 15.4. 14.5. As did Homer. And Homer is in the slipstream. Break then for the hairpin. And fancy Homer here to maybe take the lead because he's had a better exit as well. He's right under the gearbox of Unsafe. Unsafe defending the inside. Unsafe peeling off into the pits. Unsafe boxes. So, interesting strategy. Early pit stop, I thought, but we can see there are options available. Homer was a new fastest lap of the race. Another 14.3. Second faster than Panda. Oh, Panda gets out the dirt there, the back end. No, he can still 3-stop. Fever. The 3-stopper is very much. For example, you can get about 10-11 laps, even if you're flat out. So it would only be a 3-stopper. It's whether or not the two-stopper is an option. But we'll have to see. Fuel-wise, I don't think anybody... Maybe Blue Flag. Blue Flag might be in the window for a two-stopper here. Maybe that's why he hasn't got the outright pace of the guys ahead of him. Is he going to the two-stopper? Math can fuck off, yes. Absolutely then. So then 14.3 last time around, he's on the red line. Does he have 1.3 or is he down to a lap of fuel, and will he be in this time around? I mean, it could be on. You can do the four-stop if you want. The four-stop is an option. In comes race leader Homer. In comes Panda. Lennon Gary's on. I think he's got enough in the tank. Blue Flag coming around. It wasn't very much the box opposite. So has he overcut on safe release? Also in is Royston. Biggles has carried on. Jordan right under the gearbox of Joker. To the outside he goes with the slipstream. And we'll get that move done comfortably. Nice move there from Jordan. Around the outside. Up the fourth, and so where did Unsafe come out? Homer's come out. And he's ahead, and he's comfortably ahead as well. He has filled the tank. And he's comfortably ahead of both Panda, who's also got out ahead of Unsafe. So Unsafe's had a tardy outlap. And also, Unsafe hasn't filled the tank, so Unsafe has lost out massively there. The overcut there, very powerful. Yes, well spotted, Fever. Homer has not changed his tyres. That is where he's unsafe. Yeah, there we go. That's what's happened there. So that's why the undercut Panda also hasn't changed his tyres. So he's double stinted the hards. Well spotted, everybody. Lennon in. Meanwhile, Blue Flag's gone again. Blue Flag's on for the two-stop. Blue Flag is attempting the two-stopper then, so we have a taker for the two-stop. Looking a lot second-handed than some of the other drivers. Jordan and Biggles have also gone round then, so we've got 3 drivers on for the two-stopper. Homer then is the first of the drivers who has stopped. He's 4.7 behind Jordan. He'll be in this time around then, so Jordan's just gone purple in sector 1. So he's flying, so these cars really come alive when the fuel drops off, even though the tyre wear's up. So James, if you're listening, tell Jordan not to change his tyres. We should see the hard tyre. They say the tyre wear's not too bad, look, on these hards. Looks like it's in this time around then. How much fuel has he got left? He timed it 1 litre, timed that absolutely perfectly. Biggles is in as well, so running on fumes. Got a Mammoth 2. There's Jordan, also on 2. And we'll carry on, and he will retake the lead of the race then. So, the strategies are playing out then, so now it's the rabbit and the tortoise. Figuratively speaking, the tortoises are pretty quick. We've got Blue Flag, Biggles and Jordan on a two-stop strategy, which means that Homer, Panda, Unsafe, Lennon and the rest have got to make up time for what will probably just be a splash of fuel stop. Look at about 20 odd seconds, so that's what we've got to look out for. So this should all come together in the last sort of handful of laps of this race. Maybe last sort of 6 laps, so around about lap 30 is probably where we should see the strategy start to merge and where everybody plays out. Let's see then. So Homer leading the way. Not using as much of his overtakes, he's still on about where he was when we watched him in stint 1. He's purple by 2/10, and so he is flying at this stage. He's already got the fastest lap of the race at the moment, a 14.3. He's on for a 14.1 here, if not a 14 flat. There's a bit of a wobble there though. So this is the downside of not changing those tyres, because they're going to be a little bit slidey at the rear. And these cars do have a bag of grip. But low speed of the downforce isn't really a factor. Yeah, you can see he lost out there 0.3. So he went from being 2/10 purple to 0.3 down his best there from that slide. So that is the risky play. Even 2 seconds over Panda. So not making use of those fresher tyres at the minute. Lennon looks there as well, so Lennon didn't change tyres either. But Royston also didn't change tyres. He's solidly in P5. Blue flag has come out in P6. And he's 17 seconds off the lead. So that's where he is at the moment. So I can assure you there's going to be a lot of interested folk in GT1 watching how this plays out. Blue flag currently going purple in sector 1. That's not the power section, so you imagine running in a fuel mode 2 at least. Dusty Fossil is also now starting to just buy into this. On the back of blue flag here, and you imagine he's also on the medium tyre, so yeah, Dusty Fossil will be very quick at the stage of the race then. Pops out, he's 2/10 purple as well. And he goes past. Yeah, I imagine, based on his lap times, he's probably doing... Let's have a look. We'll keep an eye on blue flag, shall we? Let's see what he's doing. So there's a bit of short shift, but I would hazard a guess he's also in fuel mode 2 with that much short shifting. It's a little bit, but not a lot. So I think he's in fuel mode 2. Just the Vossel, meanwhile, is not. He's also on the medium tyres, and he is pushing on. He didn't take the fastest lap though. Again, despite being purple there, poor final sector. Well, just a poor hairpin really, that's the only real corner of note in the final sector of the lap. Now, Biggles now in P8. Nobby in P9, Nobby going really well still. Very impressed with Nobby. Glynn having a big twitch, he's in the wall. He's gathering it up though. Jordan has changed tyres, Jordan is now purple in sector 1. Third driver to do the to stop at 18.5 on his outlap there. Let's look at what blue flag do, 16.9. Yeah, so Jordan lost a couple of seconds. So, yeah, so interesting strategies playing out in this one. Car is a handful for him tonight. Been in really good form at Watkins Glen and at Monza. Not showing the same pace this week when Homer's lead is now 3.3 seconds. He's been the master of it recently. A bit of a thing there. At Spa. The mediums. Maybe 18 laps for the push. So he could double stint, 2 9-lap stints possible, I think. It won't be very good at the end of that stint, but it kind of depends how much the drop off is. But tyre degradation isn't bad around here. You can see 16 laps on the hard tyres and not even at halfway at the rear right, which is the tyre that takes the most punishment here. So around here, not a huge issue. The 14.3 there from Hover then, so he's banging in consistent lap times. That is the key to this. See, look, after his pit stop, 16.3 out lap there, 14.9, 14.6, 14.5, 14.6, 14.3. Back into it, bang on consistency. And that's what's making him quite formidable in the last couple of weeks. It's the consistency that kills you. If you're everybody else, that is Panda. Been consistent as well in the 14.7.9.9, but then a 15.3. No, it's not a bad lap, but it's giving some time away, and then a 14.7. Now he can do well because I saw him doing 14 flats on hards last night, so Panda has got the pace in this one. When can he release it? Safe. Just edged away. Lennon's had a drama somewhere. 22.2 on lap 14. So Lennon's had an issue. He had a spin somewhere. Dropped him away from that top 3 battle and back towards Royston. We've got Dusty Fossil honing in, and Dusty Fossil of course on the medium tyres, so he's pushing, he's flying. He also has the fastest lap of the race now as well, 14.3.02. Blue flag in 7th is 22 seconds off the lead. So that's around about the gap, I think, that the lead is going to need for that splash and dash fuel, but it's close. So we shall see. 16 flat last time around. He needs to be quicker. He needs to be 15s. 16.2. I think I don't know, that's not the pace. I don't think that's enough pace-wise. We shall see. Biggles behind him in 8th. He's 9 seconds down. Of course, these guys coming quite close together, so Biggles another one then. And he is in the 15s. That's where he needs to be, but he's got a big gap to blue flag. Nobby Norris still going really well. Very impressed with Nobby so far tonight. 9th place. And a Glyn, Odon, Jordan's having some dramas. 19.9. Team stopper just not working out for him at the minute, and now he's got to battle Odon. Very worn tyres. 13th on the hard tyres. Unsafe is in again. So Unsafe doing 9 lap stints. And the leads 14 from him. Big old GT2 carry in Ridgeline Racing. So there goes purple in sector 1. To be fair, Zach's been doing a fairly good job of carrying us in GT2 as well. Although Chubbs showed up last time at Spa, to be fair to him. So. Wide there for it. It's almost a mistake. Almost. Yep. Super consistent. Look at that. Just a whole host of 1 minute 14s. That is just the epitome of consistency from this man. He's driven absolutely superbly. A little bit of a slide there though, so that right rear tyre just starting to give out a little bit. That's what blue flag needs to see. That's what Will needs to see if he wants to try and reel him in. To the line. Oh, 15.1. The streak is over. And meanwhile delivers a 14.9. So we took a couple of tenths back. So let's see how we're having a couple of little slides on that lap. So meanwhile Dusty Foster's in. 4-0 leads. Leeds absolutely smashing it. Go on the leads. Nobody wants Norwich to come back again. No rubbish. There's a metronome. Absolutely, Derek. That is absolutely putting on a clinic at the moment. All in for Dusty Fossil. See Nobby Norris then into the top 8. Second Ferrari man having a really good drive. Very impressive. Lynn is also pitted. He's out on fresh hards. So we're then on the red line. So this is going to be his in lap. Behind him, and we've just got that gap down ever so slightly. Now down to pretty much bang on 3 seconds. So it's just been chipping away in the last couple of laps. Homer's in. Pando is also in then, so they're matching each other. Homer's got 6 litres, Pando's got 7. Homer in 3rd. He's dropped away massively though. That's Unsafe has double. Yeah, he's kept his tyres on this time. Maybe he just wanted less fuel in the car. So he will take his punishment this time. So what then does Homer do here? 16 laps to the end. I reckon those medium tyres might get there. But here, he has indeed Homer on the medium tyres. So here goes blue flag, and that's not what he wants to see because Homer's dropped out right behind him. They've both got 1 stop to make. And Homer's on the faster tyres already. So I don't think the 2 stops is going to work. They've got 1 stop to make. I believe they're going to have to fill the tank as well. So his last stop will be longer than Homer's. So I think it does look like the 3 stopper is the way to go. And as Pagano has pointed out there, he's got 3/4 tank of fuel. So expect to see the timing board about to be lit up by Homer. Yeah, as I pointed out there, he's in front of Unsafe. Biggles is ahead of Panda. Panda's back out on the hard tyre again, interestingly. getting a short stint then. What's going on there? And we're on blue flag. Here we go. The final corner they come. Blue flag defends the inside. But I feel this is going to be a no contest as Homer just sweeps around the outside there. And retakes P2. So Homer, I think, is now our net race leader outright. It's been a good job. It's been a good effort from blue flag, but lap times just aren't there. The problem with the fuel save. It's a big ask. You need a perfect race. I think just the time saved by just being able to go flat out, it just seems to be enough. So getting his lap times down to the 15s, but the guy ahead of you is doing 14s. He's taking a second or so out of you a lap. It's a big ask to decide for a podium, or potentially so. So he's in third at the minute. He's got 2.3 over unsafe. And then Panda. Looks like he's 9 off the lead. Panda is 16.7 seconds. So again, it's a big ask. As Panda will need less fuel at his last stop as well. So he'll make a lot of that time up. And we shall see. He's running 5th. Try something different. We shall see how it plays out. And Lennon is in from the race lead. Meanwhile, very second-hand looking hard tyres. He will go probably onto the mediums now. You can see already, look at the gap. Homer's pulled 3 seconds on this lap alone. Massive, massive advantage there. 16.2 from blue flag. Homer did a 12.9. So our first lap into the 12s. Is a very, very quick lap from our GT2 Super Formula leader. Stop it, Homer. Stop it, Homer. Oh. The man is an animal. Well, the man's an animal. And he's going for first. That is absolute sucker punch there. If anybody was thinking about doing the 2-stop, I think they may have had their mind just made up for them. Unsafe now closing in. Well, he's 1.2 back from blue flag. Going for a slightly different strategy. Pickles is wide at the hairpin. No. And rejoins right in front of Panda. Another one who's on the 2-stopper. Panda looks left, looks right. Pickles is on his in lap now. Panda dips into the slipstream. He will pop out. And he will fly by. And he takes P4 away. What time did Lennon come out? And Lennon is out on the mediums. That's just behind Royston. He's also on the mediums. So these two are battling on the same tyre. Royston's got slightly less fuel. And has a half-second penalty as well. Yeah, it's a good point, Graham. Yeah, it was good. The side, it made a little sense because he wasn't too far off the lead. And he had a bit of clear air as well. So it made sense for him to maybe do that, but unfortunately he's just not worked out. Jordan on the hards, he'll be in this lap as well. Third of the 2 stoppers. Again, lap time, as you can see, just a little bit all over. He's had a couple of errors in there, unfortunately. Good base has Dusty Fossil, he's out on the hard tyres, and so it was just a short stint on the mediums from Dusty Fossil. Interestingly, Nobby Norris, P10. Good job this from Norris. Very, very impressed from Nobby tonight. Also doing a personal best on this lap so far. Getting more with the track out and going strong as well. P11. Lynn giving chase. Moving now on the medium tyres. Well, a big snap there though. Switchback has gone ahead of Joker. Meanwhile, he's on the medium tyres now. There's his Joker. Joker just done his personal best fastest lap. Homer, meanwhile, is going faster again. There's Biggles pits. Blue flag's done another lap, interestingly. So Blue flag wants to extend another lap out of his fuel, which I'm very impressed at. Biggles, meanwhile, is in behind him. I imagine Jordan's in as well. Yeah, Jordan's in as well. drama somewhere, I think. Another off somewhere. Stop, they're already dead. Homer's lead 10 seconds. He is absolutely flying. 12.5 from Homer. He is absolutely decimating the field. Blue flag is in. Homer now just banging in fast laps before he's a second quicker in his last lap. It is speedy boy time. To do it in a race as well. Okay, there may have been a hint of overtaking there as well, but that is still a very impressive lap to hook up from Homer. Considering he went backwards at the start as well, down to 7th place, has picked himself through the order. It's just been absolutely superb ever since unsafe. 12 seconds back. Unsafe then has had nothing in response. Now I wonder if Unsafe might pit early here and do 10 laps on the mediums, because the fuel wise is fine and the mediums will do the 10 laps, so Unsafe might box early to secure that P2. Nope, he's going to stick to his strategy. 9 lap stints. Front three seems fairly secure though. Royston in 4th, also going well, just with a 13.8 as well, so Royston's flying. 13.9 that time around. He's pulling away from Lennon, although Lennon has responded on that with his personal best of 13.7. Dusty Fossil is in, meanwhile. I don't know what Dusty Fossil's strategy is. he's confusing me. No tyres, just fuel for Dusty Fossil. Because is out and Biggles is under threat from Nobby Norris. Nobby Norris about to go for P7 here. He's having his best race of the season by a long, long way. It's great to see from Nobby. Third on 9th. Dusty Fossil's come back out in 10th, and Jake is 11th. 12th. Back and Jordan together then. Marut's having an absolute nightmare in this one, unfortunately. Jordan's pace just hasn't transpired to the results. I think he's been hindered by his strategy choice. It was a bold effort to try and do it. It just doesn't that seem to have paid off. Homer now leads as Unsafe pits. He's on strategy. Bemused by Panda's strategy here. Again, he's not on the medium tyres, and I don't know why. All that has put Royston into 3rd. Still strategy, still some pits to shake out, but Unsafe is the first of the leaders to do his final stop then. Onto the medium tyres he goes then, so has he got anything to offer for Homer over the final stint? And he's got fresh tyres and a full tank of fuel, not full-ish tank of fuel. So he can now push to the end. But can he do anything about that 10-second lead that Homer had? And we shall see what he's got to offer. In comes Homer then for what will be his final stop. Now, is he going to double stint those tyres? You would imagine so. 12.9. Yep, just fuel for him at the final stop. Panda going to be in this time as well. No, Panda's going on again. I'm baffled by these choices because he's not on the fastest tyre, and I don't know why. Homer's on his way. Homer's going to pop out just behind him. So yes, Homer comfortably will be winning this race. Then Panda hasn't got the fuel to go to the end. He'll be making a splash and dash in there somewhere. Don't understand why he's not on the medium tyres. Why is he not pitted on the medium tyres early? Ooh, Panda having a big old slide there through the tunnel. And third, then Royston has just done his final stop. So then he's ahead. Royston only 2.3 behind Unsafe Release at the moment. So Royston then, it's not out of question that Royston can get on the podium here. And on the red line. And there will be... Oh, he's got to pit, surely. He's got to pit. Get on those medium tyres, boy. And in he comes. Homer carries on, and Homer will resume the lead of the race. Now the question is, how big is the gap going to be? I saw it before, it was 10 seconds last time around. And it looks like it's going to be significantly more. Going in. For Lennon. And finally gets on the medium tyres. Here comes his teammate. Lennon's coming out. Lennon's going to jump Royston here, is he? I think he is, yes. Lennon has jumped Royston in the pits. But Royston is right there. And Blue Flag's not far behind either. But I just feel that he's a bit hamstrung by his strategy. So Homer's lead is 21 seconds. This is then absolutely dominant. He's going to put a lap on Glynn here. Just roll off and let him go. One less lap to do. So Homer should pretty much burned his overtake then. Well, out of nowhere, Switchback has done the fastest lap of the race at 12.3. Where has that been hiding, Zach? Been backwards more times than I care to imagine tonight, and suddenly you just banged in the fastest lap. Well, I'm sure Homer will respond to that. If he's got any tyre left under it. You can see, but then here we go. So the Milker cars are together. Lennon's 2.2 back. You see him off Homer. And Blue Flag is not out of the seat. I think maybe Royce has had a moment somewhere. Because Blue Flag has suddenly re-arrived at the scene. Now he's on fresher tyres as well. So top 5 still a possibility for Blue Flag. Biggles in the lonely 7th. We've got Dusty Fossil and Joker together, 8th and 9th. Sim Demon Boys in flying formation. Jordan in 10th. Again, what could have been for him. He likes the circuit, but strategy-wise, it's just not played out to him. And Nobby Norris is right there with him as well, looking to make a move again. He's on fairly equal tyres. Jordan's got a little bit less fuel, but I think they should both be fine to the end. It's whether or not Jordan has the fuel mapping allowing him to fight, or is Nobby Norris, who's got no overtake left, interestingly. That could be critical over in 12th. In fact, then having done the fastest lap, still think he's about to go a lap down. Glynn is already 1 lap down. Blue Flag, meanwhile, is all over Royston now then, so Blue Flag has come alive. These final 4 or 5 laps. This appears to be the battle. Jordan and Nobby Norris also going in together. John's got a little bit hot there. Nobby follows in deep. Both kicking up some dirt on the exit of 1. Here we go. One's there as well. Got the piece of Joker having just made his final stop with the splash of fuel. Zach's in for... what's he in for? Tyres? I don't know. There, what's going on. This is the battle then. Here we go. Blue Flag lining him up. Royston defending the inside. How's your overtake situation? Royston's got a little bit left. Blue Flag's got considerably more. Royston's got the inside line. Blue Flag's on the overtake there. They're banging wheels down the straight. And around the outside goes Blue Flag and sweeps him up. Good move, great move from Blue Flag. Retakes P5. And then Royston now has a bag full of dirty air through the first sector to to contend with there, always took the wall. Good move there from blue flag, fights back up. Now, does he have anything? For Lennon, he was 2.7 seconds with the row. Now he's also just honing in ever so slightly on the back of unsafe release again. Unsafe release, a significantly better tyre wear because he pitted later, so I'm surprised Lennon is closing in. Unsafe done 13.9s the last 2 laps. 39, 13.8 from Lennon, so yeah, Lennon's in the vicinity. They've got more overtake left to use though. Almost depleted his. Homer's now just got into management mode, back in the 14s, but has no real reason to push anymore. 20 seconds for the good. 2.5 laps to go. This has been an absolutely dominant clinic from Homer. His strategy absolutely perfect. I imagine also people in GT1 will be taking note of what he has done tonight. Panda's done a really good job in P2 and safe in P3. Solid job from him as well. And then what might have been for him, he's had some dramas along the way, but still in there for P4. He has pulled away ever so slightly from blue flag. Side just had a drama, but maybe that's it. Yeah, he's put his right indicator on, that's why it's so quick. Royston and blue flag's not over with. Blue flag does have better tyre wear. Yes, he did. Yeah, he did pit. He's put hard tyres back on again, so very confused about what Switchback's doing, if I'm honest. Still there with blue flags, so I can't rest on his laurels. He's not done. A lonely race for him. Such a was in a bit of no man's land. Jordan has a half-second penalty, and Nobby Norris is still there as well. I'll be very impressed with him tonight. Really trying to open up the angle for the corner, getting on the grass. Now you don't want to be doing that because that will have moments, and brought Nobby Norris back onto him. Let's go on board with Nobby Norris, shall we? Good slipstream here. Doesn't have any overtake left to use though. Jordan notes down the straight, but Nobby Norris has got a really good run here. Which side does he go? Late pull to the inside. Nobby Norris down the inside into turn 1, and somewhere. There he is behind. Nobby Norris is into P9. See Jordan right in the mirrors, look. So this battle's not over though. Jordan has to serve his penalty on this lap. That's a really good move from Nobby Norris. A really good race. Very impressed with Nobby tonight. Meanwhile, on his final lap of the race, it has been comfortable, dominant, an exhibition, if you will, from Homer. Back into 13s as well, even on worn tyres. Stupendous pace. Through the tunnels for the final time. Up to the hairpin for the final time then. One last big braking zone. Gets it all right. Out of the hairpin. Uses the last of his overtake. And sprint down the hill. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and applaud for your GT2 race winner at Deep Forest. Emphatically so, it is Homer UK. Ridgeline Racing then take the victory. Panda then's going to bring home a 2-3 for the team. Started on the front row, but they just didn't have the pace to live with Homer in that one. Some solid pace at the end there from Panda. Crosses the line P2. Unsafe crosses the line in P3 because his personal best fastest lap there 12.9 on the last lap from unsafe release. There, so he found some pace right at the death. Lennon comes out P4, blue flag gets P5. Hold off Royston in the end then, who gets a solid P6. Then a good night's work for both Milker and for Ridgeline. Biggles comes home in P7, making the best of that 2-stop strategy. 35 seconds off the win. Dusty Foster's going to come home in P8. Moving the Sim Demon charge. And in the background, Nobby Norris. What a drive from him. Great job from him in P9. Jordan going to cross the line in P10. Sets his personal best fastest lap at the death there. Odon gets a solid P11. Joker's going to be the last one to cross the line because Glyn and Switchback are already finished, having been lapped by Homer. And that then is that. He's a gentleman driver. Emphatic is the word for that one. 20.3 seconds is the winning margin. Homer UK of a Ridgeline Racing. What a victory that is from him there. Great job from him. Played it perfectly. Went backwards at the start, but didn't panic. Picked his way forward, and he is our winner. And comfortably say that it's Milker's second and third, Panda and Unsafe. Just did not have the pace. Lennon ends up a solid P4, having had some dramas early on. As he said there, what might have been for him there. Blue Flag did well there, the lead driver on the two-stop strategy, but 28 seconds in arrears. I think that's an emphatic statement. Which strategy is quickest for tomorrow? But still, solid drive from him. It's pretty much where he was running at the start of the race, then, so nothing ventured, nothing gained. Royston, solid drive from him, up to P6. Biggles gets P7. After an eventful Porsche race, I think he'll be quite happy with a bit of a quiet run to P7 there. Dusty Fossil gets P8. Good pace from Colin there. Nobby Norris, probably one of the best performances that from Nobby. Great job from him in P9, prevailing in that battle with Jordan, who finishes 10th. Odon, solid points from him, filling in for Jonesy in 11th. Joker gets P12. Last car on the lead lap then, with Glyn in 13th, and Switchback, despite being 14th, with the fastest lap of the race. So in amongst there somewhere there was some speed, but too many mistakes from him. But I think he wasn't expecting much this week. He's not a fan of the circuit. And that concludes the action for this week, then, for GT2 anyway. So thank you very much for everybody in the stream. Oh, you're very beautiful as well. Unsafe. Yes, thank you for those. If you haven't already liked the stream, please do so before you go. Thank you for all the comments. Please do join us tomorrow. We are back with GT1 and the resumption of the quest there. It's Ferrari looking strong at the top. But can they be toppled this week? Of course, back with the Porsche race and the Super Formula race tomorrow from 8:30. So please do join us for that. But from me for this evening, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.